Hi, Jaycie here with Autocrit. In a different video, we talked about starting sentences with initial conjunctions, such as and, but, or, for, and so. There's another way that you can mix up your sentence structure, but it also comes with its own pitfalls, and I'm talking about initial ing verbs, words like walking, watching, opening, and chasing. The good thing is words like these are active, and they keep a sense of momentum during the paragraph and the reader's mind engaged while visualizing what's happening. But there's a couple things to look out for.
Pitfall number 1, being repetitive.
We all know it's boring to start every sentence the same way, so it's a good idea to occasionally switch things up by starting with a verb like,
Walking down the hall, I caught sight of a shadow disappearing around the corner.
But if you use the structure too often, it can become an annoyance or a distraction for the reader.
Walking down the hall, I caught sight of a shadow disappearing around the corner. Jumping in surprise, I wondered what I had seen. Remembering the rumors about a ghost, I hurried forward despite my fear.
That constant ing is definitely not good, but with Autocrit, it's easy to correct those mistakes.
Run a sentence starters report, and in just a few moments, Autocrit will show you how often you use the structure, right down to the individual words themselves. And with a glance, you can see where the paragraphs might be getting overloaded. With the highlighting on screen, your attention is immediately pulled to potential problem areas, so you're never wasting time that could be better spent elsewhere. Thanks, Autocrit.
But we're not done, because there's another thing you need to watch out for.
Pitfall number 2, using incorrect or illogical verbs.
Grammatically, the initial ing sentence structure is known as a dependent clause. This means it depends on the rest of the sentence to make logical sense. Think of this for example.
Opening the bottle of ketchup, he poured it on the burger.
So the action in the first part of the sentence has to be done at the same time as the action you describe later in the sentence. These actions can't take place at the same time. The bottle needs to be opened before anything can be poured out. You can see what the author is going for, but this kind of mistake tells the reader that your writing needs more polish. The pitfall is a tricky one, so watch out as you run through your sentence starters.
If Autocrit shows you have a tendency to start your sentences with an initial ing verb, you'll definitely want to spend more time here. Sometimes we fall into the same patterns as we write, always starting with an initial conjunction, or always starting with a dependent clause, or always writing short, choppy sentences. Good writing has a rhythm, and that rhythm only works if sentences vary in length and style. Thankfully, with Autocrit, it's painless to pick out and become aware of how these patterns affect your own writing, so you know where you tend to slip up on your first drafts and overcome those habits in the future.
And just like magic, your writing is 1,000 times better. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.